The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you listening to, man? What they talking about? I got my hand up on that knob, trying to figure out. It doesn't matter who's the guest or what's the subject, cause they keep it 100 and them callers love it. The radio show got you tuned in, ready for action like a bad chick texting what's happening. They ain't here giving 5 o'clock news. Our hosts keep it blunt, sharing their point of views. They going in, man, cause they ain't got no filter. Cause they keep it 100, that's why we messing with you. Got you up to date with the latest with music and what's trending, that's basics. On primetime hours, you can never go wrong. And your name for music and what's going on in your neck of the woods, like, hey, Al Roke on today, like, feeling entertained with the radio show. Tuesday, Thursday, taking over, let them know. Let them telephone rings, yeah, I'm on this thing.
All right, we are back. Bring a friend night. All right, we got Big Debo, my Negro amigo over here, and then we got Chris on the Geaux Podcast hanging out with us. And we don't have to introduce ATL Diva. This is her show with her radiant self.
The lovely Diva. I miss you, baby. How you doing?
I am doing good. Just for you guys, I came on. I said, I can't cancel on you guys tonight. I'm so glad you're here. It makes it worth coming on tonight, Devo.
See, we got a connection. We from Atlanta. This is what we do. I'm gonna bring the best out of you, and you're gonna bring the best out of me. Unlike Erykah Badu.
Wow. Hey, just your friend of I don't know how many years. He's like, oh, Devo, whatever. It's fine. It's all good. So, yeah, a lot of stuff has been happening though, seriously, and I love being able to say this. All right, so. We start with our guy, Big Debo. All right, so Big Debo, here it is, man. I'm going to lay it out for you. Andre 3000, new album, not rap. It's a flute album. Please go.
It's some bullshit. It's some fucking hoe-ass shit, nigga. Like, and I don't give a fuck what your opinion is on fucking art or music is. That's bullshit, dog. That's the equivalent of me bringing you into the arena, telling you about a match that you're gonna have, and I bring out a whole different fucking match, nigga, with 2 totally different motherfuckers in it. And you like, where the fuck you? Wait a minute, you sold me on this, nigga. What is this, nigga? You have conditioned me, a 40-year-old man, to expect elite fucking flows from you on some dope ass beats for my whole life. And I wait 15, almost 20 years for you to come back with that dope for my veins. And then you come back. You know what it is? It's the equivalent of when they came out with fucking New Coat from Original Recipe Coke. Y'all remember that shit? Mm-hmm. Them niggas they came out with the New Coke and that shit didn't taste as good. Then they came back with the OG Coke and niggas like, yeah, this is what that shit is, bro. It's false advertising. I don't give a fuck what you say. Can Andre put out a Flute album? Absolutely. Do what you want to. But nigga, after 20 years, you better come out with some rap shit and then you come out with that flute shit. That's bullshit, dog. That's crazy as fuck to me. I don't give a fuck how good it is. That shit could be motherfucking Kenny G levels of shit. And I know Kenny G play woodwind instruments, but I don't give a fuck. You out here playing a fucking lute. That nigga, that shit stupid as fuck. That shit stupid as fuck. That shit hurt my heart, bro. That shit broke my fucking heart, dog. It broke me. Mentally.
What are you supposed to do when you listen to flute music? Like, what are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to
meditate?
Yes. It's like it's more of a spiritual vibe than it is just like, oh, I'm finna beat this in the car. Like, no, it's not that. It's on some higher vibrational spiritual journey type stuff.
Wait. So Nuck if you buck ain't no spiritual journey either?
It's definitely a journey.
I mean, it's spiritually rowdy. You know.
Shit.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, you can do that, and that's fine. But like, you don't make that your first album after 20 years. When last time Andre came out with an album? When's the exact date he came out with an album last?
I don't know.
Idlewild was the
I
last thing
definitely
Outkast
know
did as a
that it
group.
was given, you know, low fat ice cream. You know, you don't want to take the fat out of ice cream or decaffeinated coffee. Like some people like it, but I mean, the
No,
whole
that
point of
nigga gave us
coffee is
a
the
vegan.
caffeine.
He gave us a vegan hot dog. He gave us carrots, bro. He gave us roasted carrots in the shape
A
of a hot dog in a
vegan.
bun.
Shit.
That shit is a roasted carrot.
I'm just gonna say
Mm-mm.
I listened to the whole album and I definitely like it, but think I would love it on shrooms or something.
I think you would. I
Possibly.
think you like it because of the respect you have for Andre. I feel like if you had never heard of
Yeah.
Andre ever and you heard that shit, you'd be like, man, what is this shit? What are you listening?
No,
If a
no,
nigga,
because I listened to stuff like that, but I did not expect it to be that from him because if you like Janae Aiko, she be on the same tip sometimes with some of her music. So
that's her brand though.
true, but he just is stepping into a new form of artistry and we just kind of have to get familiar with it.
No, I'm not getting familiar with a motherfucking thing, bro. That nigga is done with me, bro. I'm done, shawty. He ain't catching me again. You crazy. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. Like, and I
But
get
you
it.
know,
Like, you can.
he said he felt like he was too old to be rapping.
No, that's stupid as fuck. Because you can rap about old nigga shit. Like, do you know how much shit we go through as fucking 35 to 45-year-old people? There's a lot. There's a whole different transition of life that happens to you when you a maturity that happens when you're 35 to 45. I would love to hear somebody talk about that shit in bars. You see what I'm saying? You could
Yeah.
make some dope ass music and rap about it. You see what
Look,
I'm saying?
Devo, we should write a song. I said I was gonna make a song and it was gonna be the utmost of whatever and see if it could go viral. I'm serious.
I put it to you like this. Let me ask you this question. You go on a date, right? Dude is like your type, right? Muscles, whatever you into.
Oh,
And you
boy.
get in this car and that nigga play that flute shit for you. What you gonna say? Just be honest.
I would like
First
it
reaction.
though. I would like it though. I would ask a lot of questions, but I would be cool with it because I'm into it. I would find it as something we connect on.
I'm guaranteeing you most women will be like, what are you playing?
Listen,
What is this
listen.
loop
Okay,
shit?
so first of all,
What is this LARPing shit?
okay, if you ask another chick from Atlanta, she getting out the car.
That's my point.
I'm unique. I'm a little bit eccentric, so that's different. That doesn't count. I do yoga and shit. That's different. But a regular Atlanta chick is gonna be like, she gonna call you a lot of names, and she finna put you in the group chat, and she's gonna probably not get back in the car with you afterwards.
For sure hitting that group chat. You for sure
For
hitting
sure,
that
you're
group
right
chat.
on, baby. And that's what I'm saying. Like, women, I'm tired of these people online trying to tell me this is Evolve's music and this is his spirituality coming out and this is his journey. Fuck his journey, dog. What about my journey? Fuck that. I
So,
don't care.
so Debo, what would have tickled your fancy? Like, what would you have wanted him to rap about that would have made you happy?
He could rap about anything. He could talk about his spirituality. He could have talked about his mental journey. He could have talked about the state of the world, the state of black people, how he sees us going wrong. He could have made some Kendrick music. And I would have listened to that shit and fell in love with that shit all over again.
What if he talked about his journey to playing the flute? Like, how would you felt about that?
If he would have rapped a bit about it, fine. Then you come out with that Lou album, and then you know why? Because that's gonna intrigue me. If you would have came out with some fucking bars talking about this is his next level and this is what he's on, then I'd be like, well, shit, let me hear about it. Let me see what it's about. And then you bring out this Lou album, then niggas gonna be like, okay, well, I see where you at. I mean, I might like it all the way, but I understand.
So
nigga, you come out the gate just giving us the 10-inch dick, and I can't take it. I'm sorry. I can't take it. I'm not taking the 10-inch flute dick. I can't take it, dog. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. I refuse.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I am a boy, Damon, and I can't do it.
Oh my god.
That's what it is, bro. I'm just hurt, dog.
Listen.
Outkast is my favorite rap group, man.
Look, 16 never ever threatened me with censorship again. Okay.
I mean, yeah. But
You
this
can
is no, this need to stay the way it is because Debo
this
has
is
literally
authentic
been,
Debo.
yeah, him and Chris both. They've been in the chat. Both of them have been cursing for for like 3 days. Whenever they found out this was coming out, the chat had just been lit up with this.
Look, so I'm not as extreme as Debo is about it, but I am like, bro, seriously, like you 3 stacks, bro. 3 stacks. Come on, son. That name already holds weight itself. When we think of 3 stacks, we think of bar spitting, fire word play, crazy, intelligent word spitting, just some tier rapping bar shit, right? 3 stacks, so it's like to hear 3 stacks when we know them automatically this long of a wait, 15, 20 years, come on, hey, y'all got some flute music for y'all. It's like, bro, what in the actual fuck? What? Some flute music?
So let me ask y'all, how far did y'all get down the playlist? I mean, I listen to everything. Did y'all listen to everything?
3.
I'm not listening to no flute music.
3.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with some flute music.
I got 3 in there.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
I got 3 in. It's to me, it's the equivalent of if you sat down and watch a porn and you thinking it's about to be some badass bitches and the bitches never come, it's just niggas. That's how I felt. I was like, wait a minute.
Hold on, Debo.
Wait a minute.
For some people who watch the show, that might be okay for them where it's just men. So can we get a better
And then
example?
this is why they like that shit. I don't like that shit. That ain't for me. And nothing against you and what you like and your taste. These are my opinions, and I understand that some people like that shit, and I get it. If that's where you at in your musical journey and tastes, right on.
Does it make
For
it
me,
different?
For me, that ain't me. Like, if I wanna get into a vibe like that, I listen to some Sade. Give me lyrics.
But
Let me
does
hear
make it different. Like, so let's rewind the clock a little bit. Okay, so we're in 2023 right now. So let's just say that in between the Speaker Box and the Love Below and Idlewild, that Andre decided to toss this in here in like 2005. Do you feel like your attitude would be different towards if he's experimenting with something in between the last Outkast album and in between?
No. Absolutely not. Because you know why? Because you have a pattern, you have built a catalog of music where you have consistently put out banger after banger. And if you want to try some new shit, that's when you do it. It's the same thing where Kanye did it. Kanye did it with Speaker Box and 808s. Right? Kanye did that shit. He gave us 3 classic albums in the Graduation series, right? College Dropout, all that shit, right? Late Registration, Graduation. He gave us 3 classic albums.
I got another one too, Debo.
Then he came out with this Speaker Box, and niggas was like, okay, well, this is all right. What is it? 808s and Heartbreak? I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Niggas was like, okay, this is different, but this is okay. Because that's when you experiment. You experiment after you have built a actual base. And I get it, he has built a base, but he has lost a base because he has been gone for so long. You don't make your first album when you come back some new experimental shit. That don't make sense.
Right. Like Lil Wayne did when he decided to do that rock star shit. That rock album he did.
Snoop did it when he made a gospel album.
Yeah. Snoop's gospel album was pretty good though.
And it was pretty good, but that's my point. Snoop said, I want to make a gospel album. He did it. Why? Because he had a
Snoop also did the reggae album, and that was pretty good too.
He did the reggae album.
Because when you constantly putting out albums, that's when you mix in some new shit. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like you don't wait 20 years to come out with some new shit.
He didn't even he just automatically came out the gate with it. Like you, to your point, Debo, it could have been like at least intrigue us, like, hey, play it here and there. Like you give us some bars here and there, you talk about it, you kind of market it here and there, build it up, and then it's like now you got us intrigued. And this is different for me. I kind of agree with what Debo's saying with it, and this is just my take. Others different, I'm sure, but like me personally, build it up, man. Let us anticipate it rather than just come out the gate automatic with it, because it's like now, to at least to us like this, we know 3 stacks for something else. And to wait that long for some 3 stacks music, the first thing he comes back with is flute music.
He literally talked to us on the phone for 2, 3, 4 weeks about our first date. We get in the car with him. He opened the door up. He's a nice gentleman, right? Diva, he's a nice gentleman. He opened the door for you and he drive you out on a date, and he driving and he stop at the stoplight. You know what he do? He just pulls his dick out. Hey, What? Wait, what? What is this come from? You just showing
Listen,
5 minutes in?
Listen, Debo, I'm with you because I mean I've had that happen before, and it is like what the entire hell is happening right now.
Listen, I gotta quote my man Jimmy on something right now, and this is nothing against what you were saying about Andre 3000 or you, Chris, or same thing with you, Diva. Whether it's a level of disappointment or whether you listen to it, because I know I didn't listen to it because again, I'm not flute music don't really do it for me. So no, I have not listened to it.
16.
Will I get to it?
I specifically listened to it so I could be a team player this time.
Yeah, but we never said we were reviewing this in here. We just said we was gonna talk about it, and that's what we're doing.
Isn't that reviewing?
I mean, I guess. I mean,
oh my God, 16! I can't believe this. Do you know I could be asleep right now because I didn't get a nap today.
Okay, so you owe me a couple after not watching a few movies for at the movie segment. So I feel like we're pretty even on this one, but. This is insane. So we may revisit this at some point. So I'd like to bottom line this segment by just saying this one simple statement. Everyone on Al Gore's internet, please, I'm begging you, wrap up these Andre 3000 think pieces by noon tomorrow. All right. Thanks.
Well, I have one more thing that I want to talk about because I still think we've got him. I still think 3000 is still 3000. Did you guys look at the titles of these songs? I think he was warring with his spirit in wanting to just be crazy.
He like in the little interview they did with him, he was basically alluding to the fact like he wanted to rap.
Yeah.
He wanted to literally rap, but the wind blew him in the direction of the flute music.
It ain't in his heart no
more.
But
have you seen these titles? Like, this dude is going through something. He said, I swear, I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me. Like, these are the tracks. The slang word P rolls off the tongue with far better ease than the proper word vagina.
Go ahead, Debo. Come on, Debo.
So
bipolar disorder's daughter wears a 3000 button down and brought child. These titles is all over. I don't even know.
No. This leads more credence to what I said prior or post, I guess, is that Erykah Badu has ruined that nigga. Her pussy ruined that nigga. This is what this is. This is a cry for help, and y'all niggas is out here talking about he's moved, he's in a new direction. No, nigga, that nigga has mental problems from the coochie he had, and y'all not helping him.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
Why is Rakim top 15? Who the hell's vouching for that dude? Did I miss something?
Who the fuck is Rakim? You mean Rakim? Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Nah, Ezra called him right the first time. His nigga name is Rakim. Because he is too high. He need to be sent down below.
Yeah. Hey, Kendrick Lamar at 2 is
It's some bullshit.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Well, Brother Love is in the news again.
Brother Love from wrestling? What did he do?
Yes.
No,
y'all talk, Mr. Take That.
I love Brother Love from Bad Boy, the pimp, the original G of pimp out everybody who works for him. You know, the black version of Trump. You feel me?
Oh.
You know, work for me, but I'm not gonna pay you, Brother Love, Brother Diddy, Brother Puffy, Brother Sean Combs.
He basically Big Red for the 5 Heartbeats is what you're telling me.
Pretty much.
Mr. Take Your Pub.
He is in the news because Cassie, his ex-girlfriend for like 10 years, is suing him allegedly for all the foolishness that everybody else done said he did to other people, but she calling him out on it. And within one day, instead of going to trial like she wanted, he has now agreed to settle the case for.
Hold up, wait a minute. This is even new to me. She's settling?
Oh,
well. So let me back it up. Okay, so basically, I was on Tickety Talk. And a couple of lawyers have basically been reviewing the case because it's like 35 pages. And basically, her and her lawyer, they asked for a trial, right? But if you're willing to settle, you can go into like mediation and settle prior. So like if Debo wanted to go after Andre 3000 for that record, and then Andre 3000 was like, I don't want to go to court with you. So how much you asking? Like, what can we do to keep this out of court? He may just take the money. You see what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that situation where she was willing to go to court. She was prepared and confident to try the case. He squashed it. Like, I don't want to do it. So a lot of people are like, why would she take the money? Why would she not sue him criminally? From what I read, I don't think she could because there's like a statute of limitations on some of the things he allegedly did to her. However, I believe, and I wish I could fact check this, but in New York about 2 years ago, they created like this law that would allow adults that had been abused or mistreated by someone, and if you couldn't sue them criminally, that you could go after them civilly. So I think that her case fell under this new law. However, I also don't know if she was on an NDA or not, so that could be why she's starting to talk now about it. But yeah, I think he settled that for a cool 30 million because that's what she was asking for. I don't know how much it was for allegedly, but I'm just saying I think that some of that Erykah Baduism then she done, sprinkled a little something over there because he up for the Tupac situation. Now Cassie done came for him. I
You ain't never
think
gonna hear.
culturally one more thing is gonna happen to him because things are gonna supposed to happen in 3. So something else is gonna happen to him before the end of the year. That's just,
You're not gonna hear from Cassie because you talking about an NDA. She definitely she took that payday. She signed one of them where she can't talk no more. That's the end of
maybe,
that. And
maybe.
I don't feel like she got away with I don't feel like she got the whole 30 million either. We'll never know that amount neither. You know how you talk up
No.
like you get an exorbitant amount, but you know you really settle for like she would have taken less than that. You know, you
I
just
don't
start
think it's
big.
gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be less, like much less than that. I highly doubt that because she
I
has a
mean,
lot
after
of
them lawyer
leverage.
fees, it's definitely gonna be less. Like it's even if they
Yeah,
gave her 30 million, she not getting 30 million. She
no.
might end up with 19, 20,
I
if
mean,
that.
I think she had a number of like a take home number, and she probably pushed the number up to make sure she could pay the lawyers because you know that they have now implemented something. I think at least in Georgia for sure, where lawyers have like a cap now for certain cases where if they settle, they're not allowed to take a large percentage of your settlement anymore.
So I mean, I don't know this is all speculation, right?
Of
Allegedly. Let
course,
me just put that out there.
allegedly.
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 Allegedly, I heard that
Allegedly.
the case, like the shit that he was doing, is still under statute of limitations because they changed the law to include it, and she's about to run out on her statute of limitations. But she
Mm,
still chose not to do it criminally and to do it civilly instead. Because in New
yeah.
York, they did change the law. You're right, but like my girl was telling me about it, that the law was changed that it'll allow people to sue or to bring something criminally that happened to them a long time ago. But my question is, if Bill Cosby can go to jail after shit he did in the fucking 70s and 80s, and Weinstein can go to jail for shit he did in the fucking 90s, why you don't think Diddy can go to jail? Or why you don't want to put? That's my only thing. I just feel like the whole money aspect of me, to me, I'm not victim blaming. If the shit happened, the shit happened. I'm sorry. Same thing I said with Deshaun Watson. If he forced himself on a motherfucking woman, that's crazy. But nigga, if the bitch is complicit with the shit, nigga, that's fair business. That's business. That's what it is. I was fine.
So
You was fine with
Even
me, and I was taking care of you, and then
even
I
if it was
started taking
complicit
care of
out
you,
of
and
fear,
now
because it
niggas
seemed
want
like
money.
she allegedly she's probably
yeah.
pretty scared with the things that are going on. So let's just say
Mhm.
willfully complicit, not under duress complicit. It's a difference.
Okay,
Well,
willfully
from
complicit, understandable, but like
right.
you haven't been. How long has Diddy been? Her and Diddy been broken up?
It's probably been about maybe 5, 6 years at this point,
Five,
a
Niggas
six
little
still
bit
years.
more than
married.
that.
Now I know
Yeah.
that girl, she's now married and got a family now,
She
right?
got
I
married
mean,
immediately after they broke up.
of course. So one of the issues that was going to come up, I'm pretty sure, is see these guys like to date these younger girls, right? So when you're over 25 to 30 years older than someone, people are gonna look at that a certain way. I mean, you're dating this girl. Okay, so let's just say this. We found out they were in a relationship when she was 19. I'm pretty sure that's not when he freaking met her. You see what I'm saying? These men out here who deal with these young girls, they always try to make it public when the girls are just slightly past the age of adult consent, right?
Marcus
Not
Marcus
Houston.
Houston.
correct. They all
My nigga.
Cause
so they
that nigga's
always
so
want to be like,
nasty.
they be like, oh, I knew her, but I didn't date. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you can barely get a guy to stay off you for 2 weeks when they meet you. You mean to tell me that you was like, oh, cool for like a whole year to 2 years when you met her? So that's going to be a problem. That girl was technically like 18, 19 when he started dealing with her. So the mindset of someone who's that young, it could be considered grooming to a point. You're a very wealthy man, you have a lot of connections, and then she's seen what he has done to other people. So now you got people coming forward being honest about some stuff he done did. This is the same dude who's allegedly getting in, being scrutinized for the unaliving of several people. So I'm pretty sure she's not feeling like she was in any kind of capacity to go up against this man when he pretty much gets what he wants. And now he's a billionaire. He has all these resources. I'm pretty sure she had to be extremely calculated about this. And she knew when she had to strike, and she took her time and made a strong case. And because if it was frivolous, he would have just said, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna play this game until she runs out of money. You know what I mean? Just how I think about it.
Not necessarily. Because one thing you got to know about a billionaire. See, Diddy, when Diddy, you got two Diddies. You got pre-billionaire Diddy and post-billionaire Diddy, right?
Yes.
Pre-billionaire Diddy would have probably fought it and because he's on a come up, and he got
True.
more to lose if he's not vindicated or exonerated, right?
Mhm.
Post-billionaire Diddy, 30 million is a drop in the bucket. You might be right. He might just give that shit to her. Because 30 million is nothing to that nigga. That nigga owns a fucking TV network.
He just
right?
wants it to go away. Like he
He just
doesn't
wants her
want
to go
deal with
away.
it.
He probably gonna put her ass on a fucking NDA. That bitch ain't gonna be able to talk for the rest of her fucking life. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
even
she
if
done
this
talking.
shit is real, if this everything that was said that she alleged was absolutely fucking for real, nobody's gonna know the truth now because you done signed out for the money. And this is where I come at it. If you wrong me, no amount of money is gonna make me whole again.
None.
So why even bring it out civilly? Why not go attack that nigga criminally? Even if you lose, the allegations are going to stick.
But
And in the court of public
who
opinion,
wants to pay for that?
She don't want to pay for that. You're right, and that's my point. It's like at some point, the money has corrupted everyone, and for her, the money is more of an important issue than her exposing what this nigga is. Because I guarantee you this: if the shit gets settled, niggas will forget about it. They always do.
I don't think people will forget about it. People were talking before. What I think it does is legitimizes to a point what other people had kind of said that no one was listening to, because a lot of people want to call Jaguar Wright crazy, but she was one of the number one people who took a hit from a lot of people a few years ago when she came out and said what he did to her. Nobody paid her attention. Everybody called her crazy. You see what I'm saying? When Young Jock said that Diddy had did some things to her allegedly that he saw with his own eyes, nobody batted an eye in the interview. Nobody said nothing. Nobody did a thing. So people have been dropping nuggets about what happened when he was dating that girl for years. It's the same thing with other celebrities, and I think that nobody believes you until you bring a case for it. And then no matter what you do, when you settle a case, people think like there was some validity to it or it would have been thrown out. So I think it's a vindication for her, because there's no way she can really go toe to toe with that guy in a criminal case. You see the other criminal case he beat, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that huge
Him
case.
and J-Lo. Yeah.
Right. Like, so
with Stein and shit, yeah.
That had the freaking, did not involve the feds, and they still couldn't get that dude. So imagine they have like a 80% conviction rate. So you mean to tell me that if she went after that dude criminally, she thought she stood a chance? Absolutely not. So
But
the
that's
only other way to get people is civilly.
but that's
Seriously.
my point. Like, I give you another example of why I feel like it's just a money grab. And I'm not saying it isn't true, but this is a money grab because remember when Kobe Bryant was on trial for raping that white girl? Do anybody remember what happened in that case?
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember the case.
Settled out of court. He paid her. She got an NDA. She couldn't speak about it for the rest of her life, and the shit went away. So much so that when Kobe Bryant was tragically killed, niggas don't even bring it up. They forgot about it.
No,
You know why? Because
no.
greatness.
They brought it up.
People,
But
no,
it got
they bring it up, and
ignored.
it wasn't. It's one thing about bringing it up. And it's like, well, remember he had the court case, yeah, but he's Kobe.
So you saying
That's
it was
what
like
it is. It's yeah,
it
but
became
he's
a footnote,
Kobe.
you mean?
It's a footnote. It's not a narrative. Like R. Kelly being a rapist and all that other shit is a narrative around R. Kelly. This shit is not gonna be a narrative around
No, but see, the thing is this. I'm just gonna give it to you from a woman's point of view. One, women, listen, I'm just gonna tell the truth, okay? Women are not as strong as men, okay? So we're not gonna be able to attack in the same way that another man can attack another man, right? It's not gonna hold any weight. You can see for a fact the 35 pages of things this girl had went through. You know how many people saw her go through that stuff and didn't say a word? It's the same thing with R. Kelly. It took how many years and how many albums and how many concerts for people. Everybody knew what that dude was doing. People are coming out admitting that they
Their
knew
whole
what he was
families,
doing.
the women's families knew what he was doing because he was
Exactly.
paying them off, which to me also is another problem. Because if your sister is getting fucked over by R. Kelly like that, and you okay with it, but you taking money, you just sold her into slavery. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna go there.
Well, that's my
I know
point.
16 don't like the R. Kelly shit.
Well,
Exactly. The dude Weinstein, everybody knew, but when it's a man who's powerful, everyone's going to let it be a footnote. You see what I'm saying? And that's just kind of the fabric of this country. So as long as other people are benefiting and you have enough power to be a footnote, then that's just what's going to happen. So it took, I don't know how long. And then you got to look at the type of women who was involved. And I'm just going to be honest. Diddy is accused of doing things to non-white women. He's not going to jail for that shit.
Well, hold on
until
a
he
second.
messed with the wrong person.
Hold on. I disagree with that whole thing where it's like, listen, wrong is wrong, color wise, whatever. But I got a question for you, Diva, when it comes to something like this, because looking back at Cassie, when we start talking about her music career, she had a marginal career at best. She had
music career, nigga?
She had a one hit song that was big, but that was like 06.
What's the name of the song?
Yeah, that was a
what
big
song is this?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It was a hot song for a long time.
If you saw the video, you'd remember. Okay,
I remember that video because
was it me and you? And you?
We just got done saying that. Debo, besides talking on the show, your only other job is to listen. So fucking listen.
I couldn't remember. I had to sing it in my head, bro. I had to hear it. And you know how it is when you got to hear it in your head. I couldn't hear it, and now I hear it. That shit was only good for like 6 minutes, dog.
But it was enough to put her on the map. It was a song that was we want to get in. It was a song that was already finished that Diddy went and put the Bad Boy name behind it and made it a hit. It was already out there in the clubs already. But anyway, the point is that is this always going to be a cycle of we have I don't know, young women with this idea in their head that, hey, this person can take my career to the next level, and they just genuflect at them and do whatever they ask for. Is that cycle going to ever break? Because R. Kelly made an entire, I don't want to say living, but an entire empire of women off of I Can Put You On. None of them ever got put on. Like, when last time you sang a Sparkle song? Like, you didn't. Nobody's mentioned Sparkle in 25 years. Or, any of the other artists that he had, who blew up bigger than him? Nobody. Same thing with Bad Boy. We've been having this argument on this show for 10 years about how there will never be another star on Bad Boy, bigger on Bad Boy than Diddy himself. And he will make sure that does not happen.
Not even big.
Not even. So that's what I'm trying to say, Chris. How would this cycle ever stop? Are we just going?
I think it's gonna. I think what's happening is that the scope is so huge, and I think people are tired, and so you have some people like J. Cole who have broke off and they have their own label and they choose to kind of separate themselves a little bit from the norm, right? And so a lot of his female artists are successful in making money, and a lot of the people he worked with always praise him on like how
Who you know, J. Cole?
J. Cole, like how professional he
what
is.
female artist? Who you talking about?
The dark skinned chick that's really big right now. Hold on.
She can't be that big if you don't remember. Okay,
no,
so
she's big, but it's a couple of
please,
them.
Here's the please stand by. When we come back, Diva might have one of those names, but she might not.
I hate you.
All right.
I got a nice tour for
Ari Lennox. Ari Lennox is signed to him. That's who I was trying to remember.
Who?
Ari Lennox is a really good singer, but I'm gonna need a better example than Ari Lennox. She's good. She's an excellent singer. But
she's she's very, very popular. She's just as popular as SZA and Coco Jones.
We're not gonna do that. What is her song? What is her name? Her biggest hit.
Name 3 Ari Lennox songs.
Shea Butter Baby.
Okay, go on.
Never heard.
Well, it's in the girl world. Ari Lennox is the shit. Okay.
That shit sound like some old time slave shit. Shea Butter Baby. That's what that sounds.
No, it's not.
The point being,
yes, I can. I'm just not
Stop
good
Googling it, goddammit. Do it off the top of your head. You can't. You can't.
Because I can't do any songs off the top of my head. You know that.
You know what?
That's why you always take advantage of this moment to embarrass me on this show.
Another man taking advantage of a woman. You see?
Exactly. In the music business.
You know what?
It never stops. It never. Thank you, Debo. That's why you're on the show. You 16. You with the rhythm all these years. This is what you do to me.
Whatever.
That fake feminism shit that nigga be speaking. Listen, don't trust that nigga.
Y'all know what the black girl matters. Let me just say this: the bottom line of this segment, goddammit. Hey, Al Gore's internet. Y'all gonna wrap up the goddamn Cassie and Diddy pieces about close the business tomorrow.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
I just want to let y'all know, I flew in first class for the first time the other day, and I just want to let y'all all know I can never go back. All of y'all is some broke bitches in my book, you know what I'm saying? I was drinking my free alcohol with my pinky up. Y'all can't fuck with me no more. I'm different now. I just want to let y'all know.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
So. Ooh, yes, because I got a whole bunch of men on this panel right now, so we gonna get into it. Okay. So, all right. So Meg Thee Stallion X Pardi, whatever. He makes this diss track about Meg Thee Stallion in response to her new song that she just released. Has anybody heard it?
Oh, he got her cleared.
I sure did.
He got sis cleared.
Hey, we definitely heard it because it was in our.
Did he though?
Oh, yes,
did he though? Did he? What did he clear? Because he sure didn't. He didn't clear nothing. What he did was okay. But you know what? I'm gonna let y'all talk first, and I'm gonna eat last. So please tell me how he ate. I'm really interested to hear how he cleared it out. How he aired it out, right?
Because there's two sides to every story. There's two sides to every story.
True. People
heard Megan's side of the story and ran with that shit. And again, this is how the world is. They hear one narrative and then they go with it and they just let it fucking be the narrative. And they didn't mind to do no research. They didn't even fucking interview this man. They didn't ask him what was his truth. They just went with what happened. What she said. All y'all heard was he fucked another woman in her bed. That's all they heard. And it was fuck that nigga. But this nigga has said, basically, listen, you're lying. You're doing this for clout. And you know shit was terrible. You wasn't a good partner. Which, if you really think about it, all her partners have said the same thing about Megan. When are we gonna start thinking that Megan just ain't
other partners though? Who was her other partners? So name her
like
other. Name her. Look, I'm finna pull a 16. Name her other partners.
Oh no, you gotta get me on that because I don't know shit about who fucking who. I know what I can read on the Shade Room, and what I can read on the Shade Room is, and that's the news now because they knew.
Yeah. The Shade
She done had 2-3 different boyfriends that all say the same fucking thing, that she is a verbally abusive and she isn't a verbally abusive woman to them. Like when at some point, like I say this all the time, and I never say this in front of you, Diva, but I'm gonna have to bring you into the niggerdom today. At some point, when we gonna start blaming her for having bad pussy? When we gonna start saying it's the pussy's problem and not the niggas that she fucking? Because you fucking these niggas. If every nigga you fuck ain't shit, then maybe you ain't shit.
So let me ask you though, but let me ask you though. So let me walk that back a little bit because you said that all her boyfriends say this about her, right? So
and this nigga put out a dope ass diss track on her.
So it was but
it wasn't even disrespectful.
So you know what? I feel like Pardi is really giving me sassy though, because I'm kind of like, this is just kind of like some female stuff, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna let you have the floor back. It's just like a girl who date a nigga who got all these kids that he don't take care of, and she know that. Yeah, you go date a Future, and then you mad that he a Future, right? So if all her other boyfriends said that she's this and she's that, why Pardi thought she was different then when he wanted to get up with her and it was cool while it was cool?
Because I'm the one that could change her and make her happy. Because it's the same bullshit.
But ain't that some female stuff? But that's some female stuff.
Why does it have to be female shit? Because a nigga believe in love. Why can't
it's not about him
believe that
he can believe in love. But what would you say if a chick dating a Future? What would you tell her when she gonna get the same dude?
You were a fool.
Okay, so can we say Pardi was a fool?
No, because Megan hasn't reached Future levels yet. It's a certain number cap of how many niggas you done went through this. I put you like this. It's not a Meg. That's a good argument, but you need to change the person. Instead of using Meg, use what's the girl? Harvey.
Lori Harvey. That's what I was about to say.
That's the better argument.
No, because Lori Harvey don't have kids and she's not out here being a detriment.
Right, but Lori Harvey got bodies.
Lori on a different level, okay?
Lori got a lot of bodies.
You know what?
If you a nigga,
1 year relationship and then at the 1 year anniversary you announcing your breakup.
Like Lori Harvey has done this 4 years in a row.
That different? How is it different than the average dating people who be out here engaged every year or in a new relationship?
About it too. Let's be fair.
Of course.
The same folks that be on our timeline on that same BS, we call them out on it too. So let's be fair.
Exactly.
And like I would tell Lori, I would tell them, stop making all your relationship
public.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit me up with the wedding invite once you finally get across the finish line, okay?
If you just want to fuck a nigga, that's your business, and I get it. You can be fucking a nigga for a year. It ain't my business, but you ain't got to be like, this is my man, thank you for my man type shit. And that's my problem.
That is so annoying. I hate that song.
With this last relationship, like at least with Pardi and Meg, you could tell that they were like enjoying the relationship, or at least it looked like it, right? You could tell that they was like genuinely enjoying the relationship. They seemed to like each other. I mean, this shit. Who's the guy again?
Franklin Say. I don't know his real name. I just know him from fucking Snowfall.
Yeah. Well, him and Lori, you could tell from the start, it just didn't look right. It looked like
they definitely looked like
it was
signed a contract.
It was a month,
and I'm the king of whatever, and we gonna like make y'all marry each other. That's what that shit looked like.
It was a month after she got off of fucking Michael B. Jordan dick, and niggas thought Michael B. Jordan had really changed her and shit. It was like, oh yeah, he buying her stocks and shit. Like, now that's a simp, but
he bought Steve Harvey some cigars for Christmas or whatever.
Right, like, some crazy shit. That nigga was in love with the pussy, and that pussy fucking betrayed him, and he should have known better. But then my nigga,
oh my god, that's your narrative for the night. Like, you should just write a list of all the men who have been betrayed.
Look, just get with the flow now, because if Debo right, you don't want to be on the wrong side of it.
You don't want to be on the wrong side of history. But Damson, whatever his name is, fucking, I'm gonna call him Franklin Say. He knew what was happening. He had seen this woman do this 3-4 times in a row, and yet he still went into it blindly. And he still, now he might not be hurt by it, but we don't know, right? You know what I'm saying? We don't know because he ain't taking no pictures, which also makes me think that he might be a little hurt by the situation and he's soft about it. But either way, nigga, you knew about it. It's the same situation. That's more equivalent.
Public with it,
right?
Hey,
Just
fuck
her and be done with it.
But that's their job.
I'm not giving her shit for dating folks. Like she's
No.
what 25, 26. You could date whoever the hell you want. You know, if you got your roster, your lineup, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need to know about it. You know, like just go do what you gotta do.
Diva.
The whole changed her name for her stepdaddy. That ain't even her fucking half daddy, but real dad. That's the wildest shit. Anyway, it just screams clout chaser. But neither here nor there.
May I please again bottom line this nonsense? First, let me just say that I've said this on the show before, and I have to say this again, okay? Meg Thee Stallion, okay? A stallion is a male fucking horse, okay? And I'm tired of people acting like it's okay to call a woman it's a male horse is a stallion, okay? Fuck, a filly is a girl. She should be Meg the filly, all right?
To be honest,
that's first off.
To be honest, the dude said he was talking about Meg the person and not Meg the Stallion. So that's totally different.
Yeah, he said Meg the person, not Meg the Stallion.
Another thing, and we can elaborate this on another show, and I'm sure Diva will want to, but you talk about Lori Harvey, but Common is pretty much the male Lori Harvey, but we can get
absolutely.
That on another show.
Oh yeah.
And yes, no.
Yes.
And
no, you're absolutely right. Common is the male Lori Harvey, and guess who turned him that way? This is gonna tie it all together. Guess who turned him that way?
Bring it back, Debo.
Who turned him that way? Erykah fucking Badu. She ruined Common, just like she ruined Andre 3000 to make some fucking flute music. It just ties back together. The lines.
Right.
How did I connect that shit? I'm so good.
Hey, to be fair though, and this is gonna be random as fuck, but I'm here. Let's just do it. To me, I feel like Common was really trying to wife all of them.
Now that's some light.
Hold on. Let me finish.
That's the most light skinned nigga shit I ever heard.
I'm following you, Easy. Keep going.
I really feel like Common was in it to win it. Because if you look at all them relationships, them shits was well over a year.
Serena
Erykah
Badu.
Kerry Washington was like 2.
How long was he with Tiffany Haddish?
A few years
during the pandemic.
Hold on. Debo already said he light skinned. I really feel like Common was trying to wife. He thought he was gonna wife them, right?
Every single one of them. That might be it too. He might be a simp. Now that's a simp. Now that's a simp ass nigga.
Erykah Badu, damn near all of them got married afterwards.
My brother's tying it back in. So my last one, I tied it into what Debo was saying in the last one, and I quote, it comes from the great Negro poet Percy Miller, who said, and I quote, about Wendy, about that whole Susie, she got that killer pussy, be killing niggas. I think she pack a Uzi.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
And I have not cooked that shit well done, and it was excellent.
Let me tell you, let me just put it to you like this here. Somebody, I go out somewhere and I order my stuff well done, and they come back and it's got a line of pink of it, the whole table may just get turned over. Cook it all the way.
There you go. You're going to have your wife send it back.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
I just started some Debo 16, maybe Diva. If y'all on a speed about this. Joe Smith's wife. Have y'all seen this stuff?
Oh, she started OnlyFans.
Oh yeah.
No, she ain't started. Apparently, she's been doing it.
She been doing it.
She been doing it for like a year and a half.
She been doing it.
Apparently, the channel was making funds. You feel me? And I guess he opened one of the checks and saw that.
No. Oh, no, that's not what had happened though. See, everybody's down, but see, everybody down her throat, but see, they gave him a pass. So
down her throat.
Oh,
she's doing something with it.
The 16th is probably a name of one of the videos.
Yeah, I walked straight on into that one.
Yeah, you did.
So basically, she was on TMZ, and she basically said that the way he found out was the girl that he got on the side on her gave him the information. It was like, oh, your wife has an OnlyFans. And so she said that the little side chick girl, wanted to start some beef because he didn't know anything about it. And she said, basically threw shade at him, like, look, we got bills. I don't want to get evicted from my house. Like, she basically made it seem like he never really recovered mentally from just not having anything to do when he retired. So she's like, I don't want to lose the house. Like, we've kind of, gone through some other financial issues. And so she's like, I did what I had to do, because you clearly hear him in the video saying, I thought you were done with that when we met. And she was like, well,
time out. Can I get 30 seconds?
Yes.
Did I hear you correctly that the side piece is the one that brought this to his attention?
Yes. But everybody skipped over that part. Nobody is asking him why he was cheating on his wife.
Okay, so he got to drop that side piece, because the side piece is clearly stepping out of bounds here.
Oh, all the side pieces stop out of bounds these days.
Side piece is trying to replace the wife, and that's just where you got to cross the line.
Well,
that's what happens. But see, this is what happens when you fucking bitches too good. You can't be fucking these hoes like that. You can't be giving bitches the good.
Are you telling me he's giving A to B rated?
Yeah, no, he's giving good
yes,
dick. And like that's the
because
problem.
he don't have no money. That's why. He ain't got no money, so of course he's gonna be giving them
off. Yeah, but you can't be having no. Hold on. First of all, if you ain't got no money, you can't be having side pieces. Number one.
Oh my God! Then you should tell half these dudes outside.
Number one, 1B. If you do have a side piece, you can't have a side piece that wants money and to replace your wife, because then that's gonna cost you money in court and lawyers.
Respectfully, I have nothing to say about this.
But you know what's so crazy though? She said that the link to her OnlyFans has been on her Instagram page the whole time, but because her husband doesn't give her attention or engage her in that way, he never even figured it out. She said it's public. My OnlyFans page link has been on my Instagram for over a year. She said, but when you don't pay attention to your wife, she said that's what happened. You overlook it. So it seems like she wasn't even trying to hide the fact that she had an OnlyFans page for him.
I think that's kind of foul, because that doesn't because I'm married with somebody or I'm in a relationship with somebody don't mean I'm gonna be on their Instagram all the time.
I mean, this is a true statement, because I'm what I look like. What I need to go on my wife's Instagram for? She's sitting.
I can look you in the face right now.
But it should be in your. But it should be in your feed. So if you're not double tapping pictures or something, then you obviously are not paying attention.
I mean, she not busting it open on Instagram, because they got fucking standards and practices. She doing that on the OnlyFans. Another thing, what are you doing on the OnlyFans? What is going on? What is she doing? I need to know.
She doing enough to get the bills paid.
Well, I was about to say, to be fair, I don't think he's outraged. Go down.
He embarrassed.
I'm going down.
He embarrassed
out here. He's not upset by the OnlyFans that she has an OnlyFans, but the content of said OnlyFans. It sounds like he's seen.
I don't even think he's. I don't think it's that. You know what I think it is? He's more upset that it's gone viral now.
Yes,
and that people are like, yo, your wife is out here fucking for the buck.
Yeah, he became.
I'm not trying
to.
Your wife stole my dick and rated it. Like that's what she doing.
So one of the things that she said in the video was she did say, she was like, what are you so mad for? Because the one benefit to OnlyFans that a lot of women be on there for now is back in the day, you would have to do like a video with another person and stuff like that. But she said she was doing stuff by herself. So whatever she was doing, whatever she was doing on,
by the content, like if it was like solo shit or if it was like.
She said that he should be fine because it's solo, and that she didn't want to get back into it. But like for some people, that's like a better one off. However, I think he was embarrassed.
Like. That shit must sound crazy. That shit gotta sound crazy as fuck, bro. Because she making money like that. That bitch probably sound fucking crazy.
Can we just say this?
God,
flat out. Can we just say that? And this is in all transparency that we need to wrap up these goddamn think pieces about Joe Smith by the close of business today.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I mean, we're already sick of white people saying the N-word. I think they get like a golden parachute. It seems like they're just doing it on purpose to get out of their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to work here anymore. It's the quickest way out. Niggers.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Well, it's come to that time of the show, you guys, even though our whole episode has been random foolishness. Who wishes to go first in this segment of random? Let's let Debo go, because we already know he finna rant with the best of them. Oh my God! Actually, I bet your random's probably about Erykah Badu's pussy. But let's go.
It won't be about Erykah Badu and her coochie. I promise you. Actually, my random is not a rant. It's actually something uplifting. So, as some of you might know, and some of you don't know, my son is autistic, and he was diagnosed at 3 years old. And we go through a lot of drama with just trying to get him his services, and it's hard for Black people to kind of like be in that special needs space. But I have a friend I've known since high school, and her name is Nadia White. And she also has an autistic child. And what she has done is actually written a book to bring awareness to autism. And it's called Major the Wonder Well. You can purchase it on Amazon. And I just want to bring some awareness because this is such a fantastic thing. It's a book to help young children learn about autism, learn how to interact with children with autism, and she's going to do a series eventually. She's going to write more books, but it's a wonderful children's book. I've purchased like 2 or 3 of them. I'm not asking you all to purchase it. I'm just asking you to go on Amazon and review it. And if you want to purchase it, by all means, if you know somebody with autism or a child with autism or parents with autism, it's a wonderful book. You can even donate it to your local library. I just feel like she's a Black author, first off. She's a woman, and she's a woman, right? But like, there's not enough Black people or Black women in that content space, and I want to bring awareness to it. So I'm taking my random today to say, go out, look for Nadia White, KNOTIAWHITE on Amazon. Review her book, give her 5 stars, tell them it's great. You ain't got to read it, but if you want to, you could buy it. I think it's like 10 or 20 bucks. It's a beautiful read. Made me cry. My son read it to me. I make him read it to me all the time. It's something that I hold closely to my heart, and I want people to know about it because this is an accomplishment. And me and 16.
Damn it, Diva, that is so good.
Shout out.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Debo, if you don't mind, well, I guess you just kind of answered the question, but I didn't want your son. He's verbal. He's verbal.
He is verbal. Yes, he is verbal. When he was first diagnosed, he wasn't verbal though, and so he's been in ABA therapy and speech therapy and OT therapy for 6 years now. He was diagnosed when he was 6. Oh, excuse me, when he was 3. And so, well, technically he was 2.5, but we got a second opinion when he was 3 because you know how Black folks is. You hear something, you don't believe it. And so we have grown with this, and we've seen him just explode with his language. And my son completely talk. Y'all hear him talk all the time. And so just 6 years ago, he couldn't say my name. He couldn't say I love you. And so like now he's at the age where he wants to interact with children, and it's difficult because he doesn't know how to process things all the time. But this and children are mean, and that's the reason why we homeschool him, right? But it is important for everyone to understand what autism is, what people on the spectrum are going through, and how to interact with them. When I was young, we didn't know what it was. A lot of us are actually autistic, and we were just undiagnosed because our parents were shitty, right? And they just didn't have the information. But like when I was young, it was just, you were calling somebody retard or sped, and that's not what it was. They were just autistic. And it's funny that way because he has taught me so much patience. And I love my son to the moon and back, but he has taught me so much patience to deal with things and try to explain things to him. And this book does exactly what that does. It shows how an autistic child can freak out and how to interact with them and how to calm them down. It's just a beautiful book, and I just want people to go out and look at it. So,
hey, shout out! I'm gonna recommend that book. I have an autistic cousin, so I'm gonna recommend.
It's a wonderful.
Recommend that to my uncle and my auntie for sure.
That's good
I
stuff
think
right
we
there,
should post the book in the link here so that we would
I
know
will
what the cover
give
looks
y'all the
like.
link. I
and-
absolutely will. Absolutely.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
put it in
that's
the-
pretty
We'll
dope.
put it in the
That
podcast
link gonna be
description.
somewhere either below or up. It's gonna be up in this joint.
It's
though.
gonna be somewhere,
Yes.
somewhere.
In there, we will make a point to that because
What's
my
that
brother,
name again?
my
Shout
other,
out you folks again, Debo.
my other brother is autistic too, so I feel you.
The book is called Major the Wonder Well, and the author name is Nadia White, KNOTIAWHITE. You can find it on Amazon.
Word. Shout out Miss White. Shout out Miss
Good stuff,
White.
Debo. Good stuff, man.
Now back to the ratchet. I just wanted to get that out. I'm glad y'all made me go first. I want to go back to the ratchet. So y'all go.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Ooh. Okay, who wants to go next?
Random shit. Let's see. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to come back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna think of something. Come back.
I can jump in. I just
go for it.
So, y'all can stop posting these. I restocked my fridge videos, and here's how I did it. Just stop. Just stop. Like it was cool at first, and I was like, oh wow, they're so organized, and that's so cool. Like, just stop. It's
all right, I got my random too. It just came to me. It came to me.
I agree. That shit is some dumb shit. Easy.
Yeah, it's not even. I don't even know if it ever was a flex. I think just because it was so cool and new, like people were just intrigued by it. But it's not a flex. Like inflation crazy. At this point, I just feel like you're ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got 30 Sprite.
Inflation so bad. After you show the first few things that you organized, you like, damn, that was definitely like $120 at the register, and you're not even halfway done yet with this little organization. Like, it's just not a flex anymore.
Absolutely.
So speaking of random, on Mr. Al Gore's internet, let's wrap all this Blueface and Krystian Rock shit up. Like,
oh my God, yes.
I'm tired of looking at them. Homegirl looks stank. Blueface look like a crackhead. Like,
close the business. Let's get it.
Hey, Chris, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I thought like the official moment of that shit was over with was when he had the strippers at the LA Rams game. I was like, okay, it's over with. Like he's got fucking strippers at an NFL football game. Like, it's over with. Like, he's risking getting kicked out of SoFi Stadium for life,
bruh.
So
like,
clearly it's over with, right? And I mean, not even a damn day later, they talking about, oh, like, we still mess around even though like we're not together. I'm like, bruh, I don't care about
it's
y'all.
the most
like
this is the most toxic shit I've ever seen play out in my life. This is crazy.
That shit is like the Fast and Furious movies, right? Like, they just keep making the shit, right? And it's like, man, if you would have just ended it on this, like, you would have been good.
It
like,
don't stop.
I don't know what it was, that reality show where like Blueface like beat up her dad or whatever. Like, that whole little crazy thing, once that went viral, like, hey, it cut the show. This is the finale. You can watch the reruns on Netflix. Bro. Like, that would have been the best ending right there.
Not only did he beat up her daddy, this nigga knocked out his mama's husband too.
Yeah, like,
and her sister's boy, beat up her mama, beat up his mom's
you looked intrigued, so you can look it
up.
And
his sister's boyfriend.
You can look it up on Al Gore's internet. It's the most chaotic TV scene I've ever seen in my life.
I prefer not to lose my mental scruples.
Like, look, if you don't,
I have a hard time watching his mom pop up on my goddamn Explore TikTok page. I just want to ban that hoe. I can't stand her. She is the worst parent in the world. Like,
well, if Blueface and Rock or the TV show, that shit is a spinoff because they got some weird shit going on between him and his mom. That's weird.
Creepy.
We just ain't got nothing but like drama tonight. It's like nothing. But you know it's bad out here when Debo is the one with a voice of reason that his friend wrote a beautiful children's book about autistic children, and this is what we're dealing with right now.
Don't worry, I got something coming around the bend. Don't worry about it. I had to get the positive out because I'm gonna come back with the ratchet. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you what you need.
I feel like what's going on in my head, I should probably be the last person. What do you have on your mind? Because I'm serious. Like, what I got in my head here, I feel like it needs to resonate with everybody at the end of all this. You need to take this.
Diva, did you go? Diva, did you go?
Oh no, not yet.
Yes.
So
I'm waiting.
I in real life want to really perfect my Draymond Green, like clothes hanger around people's necks sometimes, because I'm just so sick of having to be reasonable, completely irrational people in real life. I just think people are just talking foolishness, and I really wish I could just be like, now, and he just comes out of nowhere and he just close fingers the hell out of people and then just puts them on the ground. Like, that would be great.
Diva.
So I hate to tell you,
I'm not gonna let you just say that and move on to the next random.
Right, because
I need the
Draymond
story.
ain't about that life.
I need to know what happened.
I mean, I just think that I'm too rational of a person. Like, nothing really happened to me. It's just walking through this life of foolishness, and like you're always having to like sidestep foolishness with other people. Like, just in general. Like, you just look at people and be like, are you oh my God. Yeah.
You don't need Draymond though, because see, Draymond only do that shit on niggas he know they gonna fight back. Draymond not gonna buck on niggas that gonna really fight. He only fighting also light skinned niggas. He beat up Jordan Poole. He strangling Rudy Gobert. Everybody know Rudy Gobert ain't gonna do shit. That gangly ass nigga, he ain't gonna do shit. But he not gonna try Jimmy Butler like that.
You know what? But speaking of Jordan Poole, but like
Rudy Gobert is the reason why COVID spread. Like, that's ignorant as fuck.
No, it's absolutely. And Rudy Gobert don't want to. That nigga from France. What that nigga gonna do? Throw hands? No, he gonna throw baguettes. And that's what I'm saying. This nigga ain't about that life. Draymond only do that shit to niggas that he know ain't gonna fight back. You need a real nigga. You need a Debo in your life. Now Debo.
I need a Debo.
Debo would listen. Debo 10 years ago. Oh my God. Was a wild motherfucker, dog.
Not the happy reminiscing.
Not was.
Debo, he was, because I try to be a better man today than I was yesterday.
Debo is like one of them cops. Like he's not in the field anymore. He has a desk job. So
but
Debo, listen, Debo's like one of them notorious bank robbers that done turned good, and he done like you said, he got a desk job and shit, and he be sitting there and he talk his little shit, but he gonna do his work. But the old Debo, that old motherfucker, my God.
So Debo, check this out. We've been on the theme. We've been tying stuff in since the moment we started this show today, and I thought that random sometimes they come to me in different spurts, and sometimes I rant about stuff and things like that, but we're going to tie everything full circle here. So I'm going to just make this really simple. So we talked about for a long time, Andre 3000 with this Flute album, okay? So there comes news that, and I can't believe this is a real thing, that with this Flute album that's full of instrumentals, Lupe Fiasco has announced that he wants to do a rap album over the Flute instrumentals. And I'm respectfully requesting that he don't. That's it. That's the random.
Yo, I'm not even gonna go with another random. I'm not even gonna say shit. That's the end.
And that, guys, and I really just think within the theme of tonight's show that Lupe Fiasco needs to go ahead and wrap that idea.
This was just
and
by the close of business tomorrow.
By close of business tomorrow.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Fair. I haven't listened to a single Beyonce album front to back.
There you go. And that's my point. I hear it on the radio. I'm not listening to Beyonce's fucking album cuts and trying to determine if that bitch is good, because it ain't.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
We've come to the end of another episode of the Radio Show ATL. Bring a friend night. Feels good to get in here, mix it up, talk about some current events, some nonsense, give you a little bit of what you expect from this show. But we want to give voice to our great friends for Bring a Friend Night on the Geaux Podcast. Also, my black friend being represented here. Debo, my black friend, what y'all got coming down, in the next couple of weeks, you and Danny, man?
Actually, on Monday, we will be dropping our Thanksgiving episode. I'm actually going to get off of right here, and I'm about to record with Daniel right before I go to work. So it's just a night of podcasting for me. So we expect another 2 or 3 hours episode. We do a holiday episode every year. This year, we usually do it just for Thanksgiving, but we're going to wrap into the Christmas shit this year because I'm kind of sick of y'all motherfuckers doing Christmas shit before Thanksgiving, or even really before Halloween has come. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just sick of you motherfuckers. So Thanksgiving episode is coming out. like literally Monday. So if you dropping this Monday, this shit gonna be dropping. Y'all gonna have a double shit to listen to. Just a whole day of just dumb shit. Cause I'm gonna be on here talking my shit. And also I will be definitely talking about that bitch Erykah Badu on there. Just know. Oh, and Lauryn Hill. I see, and this is what the other random I wanted, but I might say that for the end. Cause fuck you, Lauryn Hill too. But you know.
So you can hear more of Devo and his thought soliloquies about all these situations. Radiocircus.net, all right, where you can find the archives for My Black Friend podcast, doing great work over there. We love those guys, man. All right, on the Go podcast, the Sports Authority. Chris, Ez, man, what's going on with the show, man? When can we expect some more content to drop, and what we're gonna be hearing y'all getting into?
We'll be back soon, man. Coming back soon.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Everybody
shout out to Jimmy, bro.
He worldwide Jim. That's worldwide Jim right now. What you talking about?
Man, Jim, me and Jim had a heated sports debate last night on PlayStation. And I said, damn it, Jimmy, why didn't we just record this as a podcast? Like full in-depth argument. And I'm like, damn it, Jim. So like Chris said, we are going to be back soon because I'm tired of arguing with him on PlayStation and the world can't hear it. So we'll be back soon.
At least let me hear the shit. At least call me on the phone so I can listen. That's all I need. I just need to listen.
OTG is under construction, but we'll be back soon.
No,
but
don't say that too loud because Jimmy will enter this. He doesn't even have the link, but he'll come on
in. He'll enter the chat. All right. So to round this out, this lovely show, as far as the Radio Show ATL goes, if you want to be a guest on the Radio Show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. Also, appreciate all the artists that submit their music. Do it the same way. Just like I was saying, you want to be a guest, you want to submit your music, send it the radioshowinbox@gmail.com. We are the friend of the underground artist, so please do not forget that. So we've been graced with the presence of our friends. We had ATL Diva here gracing us with her presence, you know, with all her many things to say. She still ain't named 3 Ari Lennox songs, but it just, you know, it is what it is. But
she's the only reason I joined tonight. So, you know, fuck all you guys. But
that's been the theme tonight too.
Fuck you, baby.
Listen, Diva bring me out all the time. I'm gonna always show up for Diva.
Oh, this, you know what? Wrap this love fest up by close of business tomorrow. All right. So please,
bro, me and Chris the same skin color. Y'all gonna let him call me beige like that? What the fuck?
I mean, y'all, you are though, but you really are though.
Yeah, kind
of. And you got on a fucking polo, so that's the most beige nigga shit.
First of all, I ain't got no polo. Fuck off. This is
Adidas. Oh, sorry, it's just pink, and that's the beige nigga color.
Adidas. Oh, is that red?
Color is that coral?
I'm about to wrap this up by close of business.
People gonna say it's pink.
It's still the only nigga I know with 2 t-shirts on top of each other.
I'm gonna tell everybody this so they can just please just remember.
Hey, y'all really are some light skinned ass niggas too. That's kind of crazy. Y'all niggas look like light skinned posts.
What we're not gonna do is let Debo spread his light skin agenda. This is
our light skin powers have combined to close this show right now.
You remember how you used to put toast in the oven with the butter on it and it melt, but it don't really toast it where the butter was at? That's what y'all color y'all.
Hold on, I gotta pull this white shirt down because I make sure Chris can't see it no more.
Please, just remember and never forget. All right, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the Radio Show ATL. We appreciate everybody for listening and watching. We will catch y'all by close of business tomorrow.
Nigga.
Catch y'all later.
Oh my God.
Back soon. But until then, please.
The topic was real quick, not to derail us. You moving Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves for Zach LaVine, right? Like no questions asked.
No questions asked.
Like you're doing that deal, right?
I'm doing that deal. Yes.
Okay. Well, knowing Jimmy, he argued me down for 30 minutes about how
Austin Reeves in the future, right?
Yes, he can't give up both of them. Only
one. Because Rui is such a valued asset. Get the fuck out of here!
I'm like, dude, Zach LaVine.
You paid that nigga like he was fucking like he was a number top 10 guy. Like, what are we doing?
Yes, listen, man. I mean this from the bottom of my heart as your brother, bro. I'm gonna need you to wrap up these trade rumors, think pieces by the close of business tomorrow. All right. All right,
Nigga, Erykah Badu's pussy ruins men. Period, dog. Period. If you fuck her or if you're in a relationship with her, you are never the same. And like, you know how some relationships, a woman will build you up and like make you a better man. I give you a perfect example. My baby mama, we be going through it and shit, but I am not the same man I was when I met her. Debo and Aaron are totally two different motherfucking people, dog. Right? Debo was a wild motherfucker, dog. And she literally made me cage that nigga. She helped me grow mentally, and not just because she was training me up, but it made me. A good woman makes you want to be better, right?
Right.
Erykah Badu make every nigga that she meet worse. Andre 3000 is worse because of her, bro. This nigga was rapping, he was making money, he was doing his thing, he was socially conscious and shit. He always been that. But like, she turned that nigga to some most spiritual loot playing motherfucker. Like, this nigga's a goddamn LARPer at a motherfucking Dungeons and Dragon convention or some shit. Like, this nigga live action role play and he the fucking loot player playing the songs of the hero, nigga. This shit is fucking wild to me, dog. Common is worse off for her too. Tell me, Diva, what's up, baby? Tell me, motherfucker, Erykah Badu ain't turned every nigga she ever met to a worse version of themselves. It's like she Venom from Spider-Man, dog, and she bring out the worst of every nigga she fuck, bro. That pussy is toxic, and y'all niggas gotta stay away from that shit, dog. I know it look good. Shawty.
It does,
because I know it look good, because I see it too. I know that ass be assing, bro. Them lips be lipping, and then she be singing to you and shit. But that bitch is a harpy, dog. She just like the motherfucking harpies that sing sailors to they death, dog. They fine and they pretty and shit, but they gonna run you to some rocks, dog, because she has ruined every artist, every motherfucker she done been with, dog. Y'all gotta stay with her. She is the number one public enemy of niggas.
So she's replacing Jada Pinkett.
Yes, because Jada will just dog you mentally and talk about you. Erykah Badu is changing you. Like, there's some pheromones. She's like Poison Ivy from fucking Batman or something, dog. Something is in her coochie cat. And I'm trying to tell you that it's changing niggas because this nigga Andre 3000 really just put out a motherfucking Flute album, dog. Let me ask y'all this real quick. Why does it that a man has to be the one? Oh, we got light-skinned powers activating this bitch. Light-skinned niggas in this bitch. But let me ask this shit. I'm glad Easy here. Why is it that women don't bring other women up? There's tons of like female rappers that have been in the industry, that have been successful in the industry, that's got tons of money, that can probably do what Diddy does for women, but not like, you know, objectify them and like take advantage of them. Why they don't do that? Why Oprah Winfrey ain't helping women get put on? She got billions. Why she ain't started a label? Why motherfucking Missy ain't got her label? What the fucking women Missy bringing back out?
First of all, who sits at the table? They're not gonna allow it because they're not gonna be able to control the narrative. It's that simple.
I feel there's some woman that's powerful enough somewhere that can do it. Can I tell you the name of it right now? I don't know, but there is some woman that is powerful enough that can change that.
Name of her.
Who?
You hate her. You hate her guts. But
Who?
Beyonce.
Oh, she can definitely move the needle.
Beyonce. There you go. There you go.
Well,
no, you're right. Beyonce could absolutely do that shit, but Beyonce is known for taking advantage of a bitch. And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she lets her daddy run her shit. So like, why isn't Beyonce doing for women? Because she is y'all queen. Taylor Swift, she's y'all queen. Why they ain't doing for women what these niggas be doing? Like, I just don't understand that. It's the same reason why women don't watch the WNBA. Y'all niggas not even watching their own sport.
That's totally separate. So, anywho, well, that's another show. But okay, if you follow Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and some of the other women who are very prominent in music, they're gonna tell you the same thing. No matter how top they are, there's a man who is above that, and he gonna block the whole thing if it's not exactly what narrative they want to push, which is why those women kind of stay in their own lane. Like, they're trying to break it down themselves by starting to take ownership of their music and do some other things that give them more leverage, because Taylor Swift catalog got sold right off from under her without her permission, and she had to literally go back and remake all of her songs just like Ashanti did. That's a whole nother story, but Ashanti's music got taken. Yeah, that's exactly. But still, no matter how at the height these women are, there's a guy who comes in with control and literally tries to deleverage them, and they have to basically start from the bottom, build themselves up to a point of power where they can make moves like that. Because other than that, there's going to be a guy with an ego who's going to come along and be like, nah, that's not what we're trying to do right now.
How much more power Beyonce need? I'm just being honest. Beyonce husband is as powerful as she is.
Beyonce,
if the man you fucking can't get you put on, what the fuck, man?
I mean, but you got to think about, once you get on a certain level,
you gonna protect your own interest. That's what it is. You gonna protect your own interest.
Is it worth your interest of investment?
Because I gotta keep feeding my kids, and it's my back and it's me, my mind. That's all I'm saying. It's the same shit. Once you get powerful, it's absolute power corrupts absolutely. Period. And once you get so powerful, you're not worried about the rest of these bitches and pulling.
No, it's not that you're not worried about it. How many chicks really, really got what it takes to be a Beyonce, though? To be a Taylor Swift, to go through the stuff they went through to actually stay the course.
Let me say this, and I'm sure that this would fit any narrative. Is that I'm gonna need y'all to wrap up these Beyonce think pieces by tomorrow. Close the business.
Okay.